you were obviously under the stewardship of David O'Leary at Leeds. What impact did he have on you personally as a centre half himself, and also the club as a whole?
I think straight away we did have a rapport. We got on. Obviously, I think when you both centre halves as well, you've already got that connection a little bit. Also, as well, I think when you think about the career that David had as well, all them years at Arsenal. I mean, is it 20 years at Arsenal, something like that? Not far off. Incredible career. Very, I think at times a bit misunderstood. Keeps himself to himself a little bit, maybe a little bit too much. Maybe he should have went to other clubs. I know he went to Villa, wasn't as successful. You know, he went abroad. I think it was Abu Dhabi or somewhere. But Leeds suited him and the way he wanted to play, and the team that we had. All, you know, like you say, when he was taking me for one-on-one coaching, that was personal to me. He took the time out. I know you should do that as a coach or as a manager. He took time out, and we'd line the balls up, and you know, I'd be heading like 100 balls because I knew I had to get better at heading. People say, "Oh, you're a centre half," but it doesn't mean you're that good at it. You have to work at certain stuff, and I put the hard yards in to get better at heading because I wasn't that good at it. I was more of I tried to play out and try and play, but sometimes forgetting to do the basics. So he was good at reminding me about that, and having them extra sessions with him was vital for my career. Even though you're 26, you still, you know, you think maybe you're getting towards your older years, but I wasn't. I was still maturing, and I learned a lot from him. And I always think with coaching, it's the little bits of information that you can take in quickly that stay with you. You know, Ronnie Moran at Liverpool was the master at it. Them little bits of information. Sometimes it wasn't nice to hear because he'd be having a go at you, but it was always for the better of yourself and the club and you know, everything. And I think with David as well, he had a period where he was out on the training field with all the lads working. He was very good actually with the strikers, believe it or not. You'd think, you know, he wouldn't be because he was a defender, but his sessions he used to put on with the strikers. He used to watch them; they were brilliant. And he was a really, really good all-round coach. And you know, pity he's not still out doing a bit more, but you know, I'm sure he's an ambassador for Arsenal and doing other stuff. And yeah, he was a good coach. And I was just gutted when he left because I just thought when he left we weren't in a bad position at that point. I just think to myself, maybe we could have found a way of keeping him. I know decisions are made fast in football, but I can't think where we were in the league. But we weren't low down. We weren't struggling. And then when you lose a manager who's been so good for you personally as well, it is difficult to get going again. And I think that's what kind of happened at Leeds. You know, you have a great young manager with bright ideas. You know, he goes for whatever reason, and then some other people come in, and it doesn't quite work as well. But like you say, that is football, and the strong survive and the weak don't. That's just the way it is at times. And we kind of got ourselves from a great positional place or a great way of playing, great ethic of football, to being not such a great side, which was the worst feeling for me. I hated it because when the first 2 years at Leeds, I thought we'd beat anyone. Any team I played against in them first 2 years, I thought, I don't care who we're playing here, we'll beat these. And then when we lost that in about 2003 onwards, it kind of just wasn't quite the same. We all were trying to make it better, make it work. It just didn't. It's hard to say why it didn't. We lost a lot of players. You all know that. We lost some of the better players. You know, when you're losing the Rio Ferdinand, you're losing, you know, Harry Kewells, you're losing Lee Bowyer, you're losing that type of player. You're going to struggle. Any club is, and I think we found it hard then to recover and get back in stay in the Premier League, because we did obviously go down eventually.